work. Trying to get back into the habit of doing these things. I've been a little distracted the last week or so. Something at work. I mean, not necessarily not a bad thing. It's just that it's taken up a lot of time and I don't know, energy maybe. So anyway, I was trying to think of stories to tell you about, and one occurred to me that I think you'll think is pretty funny. When I was in the 4th grade, I had a teacher whose name was Miss Barbie, and she was a great teacher, but she was also really tough. One of the stories that she told when we had our end of the year party, that apparently when I had seen, they posted. So at the end of my 3rd grade year, the school posted who was going to go into whose class for 4th grade. And apparently my name was on the list for Miss Barbie. And when I saw that, apparently I said to the person next to me that, oh no, I'm in Miss Barbie's class. Because that was the kind of reputation that she had. I think the reason that she thought that was funny is because she had that reputation on purpose. But I also think too it's because it was quite obvious that I was one of her favorite students, and she really truly was one of my favorite teachers I've ever had. But goodness sakes, this person behind me is just going to run me over. There they go, flying by. Have a nice day. And but anyway, so the story that I want to tell, I mean, there's good stories to tell about the 4th grade, but when I was thinking about this is the one that occurred to me. So 4th grade is the year that you learn cursive, and so actually I think you started in 3rd grade, but 4th grade is when you're supposed to start using it. And so of course every year, like I'm sure y'all do or did, we had spelling lists, and I've always been a really good speller. And so at the end of the year, the cursive thing relates to this, but at the end of the year, she gave us like a final spelling test, and I think it had 100 words, and I wanted so badly to get a 100% on those 100 words, get them all right. So, and I feel pretty confident that we did, or that I did, because I knew all the words, I had practiced the words, and so, but when I got my test back, I had missed one. I couldn't believe it. I had 99 out of 100 words, and I honestly don't remember the word, but I remember that the word had a Z in it. Okay, here's where the cursive part comes in. So when you make a Z in cursive, you make sort of like you're making a backwards N, and then there's a little, a frontwards N. Yeah, or like you're making an upside down U. Let's do it that way. You're making an upside down U. At the bottom right leg of that U, you're supposed to put this little loopy thing, and then go on down and make make sort of like at the bottom of a G. So it kind of goes, I'll show you, it kind of goes like this, make a little loop, and then you go down and it has a tail on it. Well, for some reason or other, I had trouble doing that when I wrote a Z in cursive. So the whole year, when I made a Z, it basically looked like an N or an upside down U with a tail on it, like you'd put on a G or a Y. And so, but all year, that's the Z I'd been using, and all year, she had been accepting that, except on this final spelling test. And so you can see why now, after 48 years, this still bothers me, that she decided to enforce the proper way to do a Z on the final spelling test after accepting it written that way the entire year. Don't get me wrong, I got no issue with the fact that I was making the Z incorrectly, but my issue was that she should have corrected that before waiting to the final spelling test. So I still have great bitterness and anger over this, as you can tell. I really don't. Anyway, okay, that's my story for today. Love you guys.